Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. Well, the talk of the town this evening is President Joe Biden's announcement, a little over an hour ago, to cancel student loans to a large number of people who are mostly concentrated in the upper reaches of our national income. I'm being a little vague here because I'm seeing a lot of numbers bandied about. So far, there's been no official scorecard price out from the Congressional Budget Office, or that, not that I know of. Essentially, kind of sounds like a married couple earning $250,000 a year would be eligible for a bailout of roughly $20,000 on their student loans. There are provisions for people working in nonprofits. There are Pell Grant loans involved. Enormous complexity from the White House fact sheet and other sources. My basic take is real simple. This here is a bad idea. Bad. Biden's using questionable COVID health emergency authority, a very shaky assumption, to hand out this election year relief. More or less 70% of predominantly middle-class taxpayers are going to be bailing out something like 30% of those who are best well off. Oh, and that's right. Does it sound like an election year handout? Yeah, really does. Think of that. With the Schumer Manchin bill and its business tax hikes and its IRS assault squad, the government is coming after typical families and working folks. That's the way this whole story is shaking out. And there's no debt reduction because in 4 years, the student debt volume is going to be all the way back to $1.6 trillion. Now, is it inflationary? Well, yeah, at least indirectly. If the interest and principal on your student loan is canceled, then you'll probably have more money to spend elsewhere, although you're going to have to put up with higher energy and food and grocery prices. Anyway, that would, in theory, bid up demand, and then Biden's enhanced tax and regulatory strangleholds will keep down supply. I'm oversimplifying, but at least that's one way to look at it. Now, if this whole student bailout business costs $300 billion over 10 years, as some are estimating, then that wipes out the Schumer-Manchin deficit reduction. Now, I never bought into that deficit reduction story anyway, but at least on some paper, it would wipe it out. Now, look, one last thought on this. The Education Department, bless its soul, does not remotely have the expertise to handle a $1.6 trillion student loan portfolio. It's a regulatory and policy agency. It's not a bank. Shades of the EPA now running a $27 billion national climate bank. It's the same kind of nonsense. It was President Obama who ended private lending by banks and others for all student loans and moved the whole sorry story into the federal government, into the Education Department. Now, the Trump administration wanted to pull it out of the Education Department. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos wanted to pull it out of the Education Department. Get it out there because those educrats don't know anything about banking. And nowadays spend most of their time on critical race theory and Lord knows what else. Plus, why not move student lending back to the private lending sector? You know, banks, all that. They know how to judge credits. They know how to evaluate future earning streams and risks. They're not perfect, but they're going to be a lot better than the educrats. But Team Biden doesn't like the private sector, does it? That's why they spend their time trying desperately to overturn Donald Trump's pro-growth tax, regulatory, and energy policies. Instead, the Bidens love federal central planning, jamming their faux progressive policies down our throats, a.k.a. big government socialism. Former Trump senior advisor and good friend, Jared Kushner, Jared's going to be here a bit to talk about the many achievements of the Trump administration, including working in the private sector and providing incentives. Now, all this brings me to a last economic thought. Stay with me, please. Unfortunately, more bad news, this time from the purchasing managers and from slumping business investment spending, new data. And the Bidens have just published their mid-year budget and economic review, and it marks down growth and increases inflation. But here's the tragedy. For the next 10 years, the Biden economy, by their own estimates, is projected to barely grow by 2% per year. You know, if all this big government socialism was such a great economic tonic, then why doesn't it produce the goods, literally? It's kind of like buying an expensive car that's always in the repair shop. Who needs it? I mean, long-term growth in America used to run around 3.5% yearly. That's when free enterprise capitalism was still in the driver's seat. I mean, what good are socialists if they can't produce? I mean, how about growth incentives through the marketplace rather than bailouts? How about leave us alone to work, produce, and invest instead of strangling our hopes and dreams? How about a free capitalist economy to get us back toward full-throttle 4% prosperity? How about that? So, save America, repeal socialism, and the cavalry's coming. All right, that's my